I have a lot of like oriental sweet perfumes, even though I don't go on any dates. Now we have a weekend getaway. That is the next occasion with your beloved, or in my case, my dog. So oh my god, my mom taught me that your bra should never show. Alright guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or itsMJ here on YouTube. If it's your first time here and you just stumbled across my channel, hello, welcome. I make a lot of perfume videos. I also make a lot of fashion, beauty, lifestyle sort of videos, so if that interests you, then please consider subscribing, of course, only if you want. With that being said, in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, it is my 10 perfume picks for 10 different occasions. I saw this video from Zhane. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I barely know how to speak English as it is. But with that being said, this video, I believe Karina is the one that started it, so I will also leave her Instagram and YouTube down below. So as I said, it is a 10 perfume picks for 10 different occasions. We have different occasions such as a wedding, a bar, a date, weekend getaway, a meeting, etc. So if that video interests you and you guys want to join in on the fun and want to know my picks for 10 different occasions, then please keep on watching. Right, so I'm gonna go to my notes and I'm gonna pull up the 10 different occasions that we have here. Okay, so the first one is an office meeting. You are the CEO or you're the manager, etc. So in that case, I decided to go with a classic scent. If I put myself in a CEO position, I would pick a classic scent. Nothing too much, nothing too little, nothing too extra, nothing out of the ordinary. And I picked no other than Coco Mademoiselle. It's timeless, it screams business. It's a fragrance that I feel a boss lady would wear. You said what you said, you don't repeat yourself, you meant what you said, and you don't stutter, really. Like, it's a timeless classic scent and I feel like you just can't go wrong. It's refreshing, it's elegant, it's classy, and as I keep saying, it's timeless. You just can't go wrong with it. So that is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. All right, so for the second occasion, we have a casual meeting. All right, so the first one is like a more serious meeting. The second one seems to be more casual, more fun. So I picked the Sister, and a current favorite of mine. I'm obsessed with this perfume right now, and it is very new to my collection, but it's been getting used since I got it. And this is Sofia by Sofia Vergara, and this is actually said to be like a dupe for Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I'm not gonna say that it's a dupe. Actually, I guess you could say that it's a dupe, but it's a sweeter version, and I'm gonna let you guys know I like it better. Coco, it's a classic and I'm very happy that I have it, but I mean, this is good. It's delicious. It's very, very sweet. There's no patchouli in this, however I do smell patchouli. I think that there's a currant bud note to it, and I'm assuming that's what gives it that patchouli earthy scent to it, but it's very good. It's very long lasting. In this occasion, it's like a casual meeting, so I feel like it's a lot more casual, it's a lot more friendly, it's more sweet, as I said, and it's less serious. It's more of like the fun, flirty sister of Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. I'm not saying you're trying to be flirty in a meeting, you know, but it could be used for multiple things. It projects very well and you're just gonna smell good. For me, it's a combination of La Vie Belle and Chanel Coco, so it's refreshing, but yeah, it's very, very sweet. But it's so freaking good. Like, I just want to bathe in this and drench myself in it and just fall asleep. Like, you smell this and it's heaven. So that is Sofia from Sofia Vergara, but look at the dent. Like, I literally just got it the other day and look at the dent. Like, I'm not joking with you guys that I've been wearing this. Okay, so the next occasion is you are the wedding guest. So this was pretty easy actually for me to pick. I feel like a wedding is a happy day, everyone's joyful, and I feel like you have to pick a happy fragrance. So I wanted to pick First Kiss, but instead I picked First Kiss Exclusive from Belayered. As I've said in the past, First Kiss to me just makes me feel beautiful, and I feel like I'm on clouds and I feel super confident. But I didn't pick First Kiss for personal reasons. At least the weddings that I go to, they last the whole day. Like, we start partying in the afternoon and it goes throughout the whole night. So I wanted to pick a fragrance that smelled like First Kiss but would transition over from day to night. So I picked First Kiss exclusive for that particular reason. This smells like First Kiss, but a more creamy, vanillic version of First Kiss. It still keeps that lychee note that I love from First Kiss, so it adds like that tartness to it, and I love me a good sweet tart fragrance, so I do really enjoy that. But there's an added note of vanilla, oud, and incense, so it makes it, I don't know, a little bit more unique, and I think it's a fragrance that you can carry from day to night. When I got this one, I didn't really know how to feel about it because the incense kind of threw me off, but now the incense is still there, but it doesn't bother me anymore, and I actually do like it, and I find it a really good transitional fragrance. It's just as good. It's just as good. If you have First Kiss and you were considering getting the exclusive and you felt like, you know, maybe I don't need it, they're gonna smell the same. No, this one smells like First Kiss, but there's a different touch to it, if you know what I mean. Like I said, there's that added vanilla and oud and incense that just make it a different fragrance. So it's like it keeps the DNA of First Kiss, but it adds its own flavor and its own uniqueness. So that is First Kiss exclusive from Belayered. Okay, so the next occasion is an interview. This one was hard for me. This was hard for me because a lot of people say that you're not supposed to wear a perfume or a fragrance to an interview because it could offend the person that's interviewing you and you could leave a bad impression. Your fragrance is not supposed to announce itself before you arrive. It could distract the person that's interviewing you. They could focus more on the fragrance than on you and what you're saying. So this was a little bit hard for me to pick. However, I believe that you should wear a fragrance. You should leave a good lasting impression. It just can't be a fragrance that offends someone. It's not a fragrance that, you know, arrives itself before you do. You want someone to pay attention to what you're saying, but you still want to leave a good impression. Like, oh my god, she smelled so good, or oh my god, he smelled so good. So with that being said, I wanted to pick a light fragrance. It's a refreshing fragrance and it's not offensive to anyone. It's not going to clash with anyone's other fragrance in the office that you're entering. It's not going to offend anyone. It's not going to hurt anyone's nose. It's not going to get into anyone's space. With that being said, I went for Burberry Her, and this is a light fragrance. It's refreshing, it's sweet but not too sweet, it's not too thick, it's not too dense. Most prominent note that I get from this is berries, especially strawberry. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit musky, it's refreshing, it's light, it's very inoffensive. Yeah, it's like a strawberry musk, and I feel like it's very crowd pleasing as well. I don't see this being a fragrance that not a lot of people will dislike. I feel like a lot of people will like it as well. All right, so the next occasion is a first date slash dinner date. So this was actually pretty easy for me to do, honestly. I have a lot of like oriental sweet perfumes, even though I don't go on any dates. For a person that goes on no dates, I have way too many smexy perfumes. But I wanted to talk about a fragrance that I haven't talked about on this channel, I think. No, I haven't talked about it. So I went with a Zara Wanted Girl, and this is obviously from a Zara. Some people say it's generic, some people say it's boring. I don't find it boring. In my opinion, it's pretty unique. It's like a composition of oriental, floral, and gourmand. So I feel like this, not that it smells like alien, but it kind of has the alien vibe, and it's like the cousin of alien, but like the gourmand sweet cousin of alien. This is sweet, it's spicy, it's warm, and it's very feminine, but it has a slight I want to say maybe masculine touch to it, but it's still super feminine. It's just good. It's like a perfect night scent. There's also a dulce de leche note in this, and I actually don't know any other fragrance that has dulce de leche. I know a couple of fragrances that have caramel, but I'm sorry, but dulce de leche and caramel, they're not comparable. They're two completely different things. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I said what I said and I meant what I said. I really like this fragrance because it has some of my favorite notes. There's ginger, there's pink pepper, and there's tonka bean. So it's sweet, it's warm, and it's a little bit spicy. And I find it a unique fragrance, and I feel like it would leave a really nice lasting good impression, and it's very smexy. So yeah, that's a Zara Wanted Girl, and if you haven't tried it already, try it and I'm sure you're gonna like it. All right, so next occasion we have, oh god, oof, we went from the first date to a wedding. That was fast. Okay, we move on quick. All right, so this was hard for me actually to pick. I don't think I've ever thought about my wedding scent, so this was a little bit hard for me to pick. I would personally wear Alien just because that has like a personal attachment to myself, but I wanted to pick a fragrance that I feel is a normal fragrance that someone would wear for a normal bride. I put myself in a normal bride's shoes, so I try to pick something sweet, something comfortable, and something that makes me feel just good all around. So I went for Armani C Fiori. This is pretty new to my collection. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's my favorite out of the C's. I like C Passion or Passione, but this one, it's good. The other one is a little bit more fruity, and this one to me is very creamy. This to me smells like a creamy, fruity milkshake. It's very good, it's very sweet, and it's very comfortable. So I feel like on your wedding day, there's so many emotions going on at the same time. Everyone's running around. I'm sure there's a lot of stress. And this for me makes me feel very comfortable just because of that, I don't know, creaminess that it has in the fragrance just makes me feel like someone's hugging me. And recently with what's going on in the world right now, I've been wearing this a lot at my house just because it makes me feel very cozy actually. And I actually find this fragrance very innocent and angelic, and I feel like on your day, you know, you're wearing all white, you want to feel like an angel. So I went with Armani C Fiori. Yeah, this is gonna be my scent of the day. Yeah, it just smells good. There's like a citrus and floral notes that I feel balance out this fragrance very well, and it doesn't make it too gourmandish, and it doesn't make it too dense, too thick, and it definitely doesn't make it cloying. For sure, it's just a very angelic, sweet, creamy fragrance. And look at the color in the bottle. I find this bottle so simple, so minimalistic, and still very pretty, like a subtle pink. I feel like it's gonna look so good on your bridal pictures for that day. All right, so now we have a weekend getaway. That is the next occasion with your beloved, or in my case, my dog. So oh my god. So I went with a fragrance that I've been loving and I've been talking about, and from the looks of it, I'm gonna need another bottle because I am about 1/4 done. But I decided to go with Gemma di Paradiso from Roberto Roberto Cavalli. This is vanilla, this is amber. I believe there's some woody notes in it, although I don't really distinguish them very well. And there's pear, which is a note that I love in fragrances. I've been learning that about myself, that I love pear in a fragrance. And now that I'm able to distinguish that note more, I can smell it in this, and it's so good. It's so good. So this is a perfect scent for a weekend getaway, just because I feel like you don't need more than this. You don't need any other fragrance. I feel like this fragrance will take you from morning to afternoon to night. It's just the perfect balance of fruits, and there's that perfect balance of amber and warmness to it. So it's fruity and fresh enough that you could wear it during the day, and you can, like, I don't know, go sightseeing, go to a museum, etc. You can still wear it out and it's not going to clash in with the heat, but it's still warm enough that you could also transition it over to the nighttime. And as I've said many times, it's very smexy, very smexy. It's like casual smexy, and it could transition over to a little bit more smexy depending on the situation, really. So yeah, it performs very well depending on the occasion, and it performs very well on different weathers and environments. So I feel like that's a fragrance that I would take on a vacation getaway, just because it's so versatile without losing its character. It still has that smexy, seductive, provocative vibe to it, but it's still casual enough that you could wear it in a casual setting. I mean, I wear this to work, so. All right, so now we have our next one, which is your vacation scent. Oh, okay. So it's like similar. Okay. Vacation wise, I would go to like a tropical islandy place, and I went with Rihanna Rebel Fleur. I can't stand the packaging. It's an annoying packaging. Like, Okay, I'm sorry, I need to let that go. But this is coconut, this is peach, this is refreshing, and it's very, very cheap. I mean, this whole thing, 3.4 100 ml was $20, and I believe the smaller bottle is like $13-12. So very, very cheap, very affordable. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet, not cloying sweet. It's more of like a tropical coconut margarita sort of sweet. So there's this like islandy boozy vibe to it. It just smells like vacation. Perfect scent that you could wear, and I can see with like a sundress, hair pulled back, no makeup look sort of scent that you could wear like at a marketplace, but it would transition over to a date night at a restaurant next to the beach. So yeah, that is Rihanna's Rebel Fleur. I literally can't smell it without thinking of the beach. Like, I think of it and I just literally imagine the beach and a nice tan. And as I say tan, the light just like dims down. I do have a ring light, but I actually don't mind the natural light. So let me know if you guys would rather me record with a ring light, but I kind of like the natural light. It's easier to record too. But let's see. Okay, so your next one is you're at the bar and it's a partying scent. I don't party, so this was actually pretty hard for me to choose as well. So I pretty much just put myself at a bar environment. I feel like that's a little bit more realistic for me. And I decided I'm so corny, but I decided to obviously go for a warm smexy scent, but I also looked at the packaging, and as soon as I saw my bottles, I was like, no brainer. It's hard because I don't party, but then I looked at the bottle and I was like, duh. So since I'm cheesy, I went with Black Opium from YSL. I know that this fragrance gets a lot of hate. It's so generic, it's so unoriginal, and everyone wears it. Well, for me, it's actually pretty unique, even though it's not too long lasting, but whatever, you know, we're gonna skip that. It has some interesting notes, and honestly, where I live at least, not a lot of people wear Black Opium. I feel like around where I live, most people wear like Gucci Guilty, La Vie Belle, and C. So where I live, not a lot of people wear this, so I like it, and it will be one of my favorites forever for personal reasons. But let's go back to the video. So this is an Oriental vanilla. It's a very spicy vanilla, and there's a licorice note in this fragrance that I personally find gives it a little of a boozy scent to it. Doesn't last forever, but I feel like that licorice note makes it a little bit more different. And there's like a pink pepper, there's coffee in this, even though the coffee in it, I don't think it's prominent to me. I know it's not prominent to a lot of people, but I feel like the coffee in this is what makes it a very warm fragrance. And it's not as dark as the Sofia Love, so that's also like another suggestion for you guys, or I guess in my case that's also another fragrance that I would wear to the bar. But for this sake, I did pick Black Opium. It's sweet, it's very delicious, and it's good. I mean, it's inoffensive, and I feel like it's very seductive. It's very people pleasing. I feel like a lot of people will like the scent. I feel like it's a dark fragrance as well. It's sweet, but it's dark, you know, so I feel like it fits the category of a bar fragrance, and it has this like sultriness to it. So that is Black Opium from YSL, and that is my pick for a bar slash partying fragrance. Partying in my room, in my bed, watching Netflix, to be specific, Criminal Minds. I've been, by the way, I know some of you guys don't like me to ramble, but let's remember this is my channel and I like to have conversation with you guys. So for those of you that enjoy for me to talk, I've been watching Criminal Minds, the OG Criminal Mind videos, and Shamar Moore when he was young. Like, I can't. So that is what I've been watching as of lately. I'm not like a TV watcher, and I don't really watch a lot of like Netflix and stuff either, but you know, now I have more time, so I started watching Criminal Minds again from the very beginning, and I've been enjoying it. If you don't watch Criminal Minds, get into it, because I feel like it's a really good way to keep your mind working and active, and it just always like keeps you on your toes and stuff. All right, so let me move on back to what I was saying. So the last occasion is meeting the parents. This was actually not that hard for me to pick. I just thought, okay, delicate, sweet, crowd pleasing, innocent. Pink Sugar from Aquilina. Very cheap, very affordable. And I feel like if the mom asks you what are you wearing, you'll be like, oh, I get it from Ross, $10, put her on, you know. She's gonna be like, my god, she has a sense of money, she saves money, she's great for my son. The burnt sugar cotton candy sort of scent on different people, or at least on me too, depending on like my body chemistry for the day. Sometimes it also smells like baked goods, so sometimes it gives off this like cotton candy vibe, other times it smells just like baked cookies and stuff. So it's very, very good, very inoffensive, and very unique. Unique in the sense of, I feel like the scent is unique, not unique in the sense that no one is gonna wear it. I feel like a lot of people wear this at this point, but the scent itself, it's a classic too, in my opinion. Not in a classic like, oh, it's a classy scent, but just a classic that I feel like every girl needs. I've had this for so many years, and shout out to a friend of mine. She's no longer a friend, but a girl that I used to talk to. She's the one that put me onto this. I remember that I smelled it on her and I was like, you smell so good, you always smell so sweet and so delicious. It lasts forever, by the way. It's an EDT, but it lasts forever. But as it dries down, I feel like the way it projects on your body, at least, it's so good. It's like a sweet, a slightly powdery but also cloudy. It's very light, and it just gives off this very nice aura. And it's just unique. It's like a pink powder sugar cotton candy cloud. It's delicious, and the way it just projects on the skin and the way other people perceive it on you, it's very good. So that is my top 10 picks for different occasions. I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, if you guys have any comments, questions, and concerns, leave them in the comment section down below. If you guys have any questions and you guys want the links to any of the perfumes, or what camera I use, what I have on my lips or around my face, or whatever stuff like that, I always link it in the description box below. Also, I want to know, what are your top 10 picks for 10 different occasions? Let's start a conversation down there, so let me know. With that being said, as always, subscribe if you haven't already and you guys want to see more of my content, and give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, of course. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye guys.